So on the track now, we'll get back to Isaac and his YouTube adventures because I definitely want to hear more about it. And as he said, he's only 80 subs away from 1,000. There's definitely more than 80 people listening to this stream. So if we can get Isaac to that number, well, it wouldn't just make him happy. It'd make me happy.
It'd make me thrilled. I'd be over the moon if I could get to 1,000 by the end of the night, and just, at all. Whenever it happens, I'll be pretty happy. So it's going well.
We'll see if we can kick it off tonight, or at least get close if we can't quite get there. So on the track now, we do have our men's F mile. As we're going to turn our attention to the start list, it's going to be Turville with hip number 1, independent. Bell of Mornington Peninsula with number 2. Spawn of Mentone with number 3. And Hopkinson is going to rock the number 4 also as an independent. Bradshaw now is going to be Chilwell with number 5. Shap of Western Athletics, number 6. 7 Hewson of Frankston with number 7. Hershen of number 8. Number 9, Morrison of Yarra Rangers. Number 10 is Barnes of Williamstown. So they've come in droves, Williamstown. Pratt of Mornington Peninsula with number 11. Mendez of Melbourne University, number 12. Farrar of Mornington Peninsula, number 13. Jenkins, number 14 there. Number 15 is Nichols of Independent. And that is, guess what? Isaac has just spotted that it's G, not F. Oh, they did? Oh, good. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. We should have him running it. You got it right. You two got it right. Lockie and Isaac got that right, everybody. I did not. So we'll call them out now. We've got 4 laps to be able to call them, so at least we have a little bit of time. Dimitrenkov, it's going to be Williamstown with hip number 1. Chessman, number 2 of Ballarat YCW. So too is Buckland of Ballarat YCW with number 3. Lynch, independent, number 4. Holditch, number 5, independent. McGravy, Melbourne University, number 6. Quirk, number 7, independent. Marshall, number 8. Old Zavarians. Mayhew, Sharp, independent with number 9. Cullen, number 10. Doncaster. Sanderson, independent, 11. Sanderson, independent, 12. Aguillard of Collingwood, number 13, and Gay of Williamstown, number 14. So it looks like brothers, maybe a father and son. We'll have to wait and see. Scott Benedict is going to be the pacemaker here for the men's G mile. That's a lot of names to say when you get it wrong, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you would have been close to 30 there, I reckon.
Probably over. So these boys are going to work their way through. And we'll see who our race leader is. I believe it's going to be a Ballarat YCW athlete. We'll try and get the bib number or the hip number. It's getting dark now, and Mitchie's getting older, so the eyesight's not quite as good. We're going to have to need the young fellow and Isaac to be able to lead us through.
Cheeseman there, hip number 2, and he's gone for it early on.
He's not messing about, is he? So Cheeseman's going to do it solo, and sitting there behind him there is also Lynch, our independent athlete. So Rafael Nadal-inspired headband for the Australian Open in second place. But he's going to have to do it behind Cheeseman, who's leading it out. 10-15 metre lead.
And he's under 5-minute pace as well, which is pretty good. So he's definitely going for that, I think.
So it looks like our pacemaker in third place, Scott Benedict, has run at 800 before this. So they've obviously just said, we don't need the pacemaker, we're going to set our own. Happy to see Cheeseman do it.
I believe we have 2 pacemakers. I think that's Kennedy Chen in the black cap there as well behind Benedict.
There we go. The double pacemaking job, and yet 2 people are still ahead of it. So these boys moving through, but Cheeseman, I mean, he looks pretty strong. He's got about a 15-metre lead. Behind him there is going to be Lynch. And then our 2 pacemakers, and then back from that, a further 40 metres behind, I would say, these race leaders is our next competitor. I believe that's Mayhew Sharp. So Cheeseman, however you want to say it, 2:33 on the clock right now. He's about 20 metres ahead of Lynch. Behind them there, yep, our 2 pacemakers, so they're going to try and lead these boys through, and it's Holditch who's actually sitting there in third place. With number 12 on the hip as well is Sanderson. And behind him is actually his son in Sanderson as well. So the father-son combo.
Bit of a family battle going on there.
Yeah. And that'd be a bit of beef in the household, you imagine, or a bit of pride. Yeah, who's going to win that?
There's a bit of beef going between me and my dad. He's a marathon man, so I don't really race him, so I can only imagine the beef in this household.
There will be no Maccas on the way home if the son wins, I can guarantee that. Cheeseman Still leading it. And I don't know if he's going to get caught with 600 metres to go. It's going to take a bit of work from our number 4, Lynch.
Still a bit of a pack there at the back of the field there. Got the Mornington boy at the back of that. But it's still a pretty good group there, so hopefully they can work together and run a solid time.
Yeah, they are forming up nicely. You got about 5-6 boys there. I think we've just seen the son maybe move around the dad as well in this battle of hip number 11 and 12. But with 1 lap to go, right here, Cheeseman's done all of the work. 3:51 on the clock. Now starting to move is Lynch. So Lynch has started to peg back that lead. We still have our pacemaker, or one of our pacemakers, and Scott Benedict is still running along. I think they're going to step off now. Maybe right, maybe wrong, and it's a rare circumstance that I am correct. So right now, Cheeseman's still leading out at the front. Lynch behind him there. We do have Cullen leading from there, and it is our younger Sanderson as well, leading out the older Sanderson. So the young fella's going to take it to the old fella on the back straight. We see a change in the lead. It's going to be Lynch who's going to lead out Cheeseman. So we'll see if Cheeseman can hold on. He's done a lot of work by himself. He has 4:28 on the clock. So these boys, look, they might just rock under, but probably over that 5-minute mark. So Lynch, 150 metres to go. Cheeseman 10 metres behind now. Done but not out. We're going to have to wait and see if he's got anything left in him, but I think it's going to be Lynch who's going to take this out as he rounds the home turn now. Lynch it is, our independent athlete. One of about 5 of them is going to be the one to take out this men's G, not F, mile race. And so it is going to be Lynch now who's going to take it down as we tick just over 5 minutes. 5:03 on the clock for Lynch. Fantastic racing. Cheeseman now as well going to come through for second with 5:07 on the clock. And it's going to be Lynch who is the winner of your men's G mile event here at the Victorian Milers Club.
And I believe it's Cullen there, finishing strong. Looks like he's about to be kicked by, I think it's McGrave there, and he's finishing strong. So it's a good battle here for the 3rd place, and it's going to be Cullen who gets it.